Hi everybody, Jillian here for Illustrated Faith, and today I am so excited because I get to jump into the new Chasing Rainbows devotional kit from Illustrated Faith. This devotional was written by my friend Vanessa, and it is so great. Today I'm going to be journaling in Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17, and using the physical kit elements along with some of the digital elements, including Vanessa's Bits and Bobs Print and Pray set, which is one of my favorite releases each month in the Print and Pray shop. I love that Vanessa kicks off the devotional with an English assignment. She says, as we walk through these promises together, grab a highlighter and highlight the pronoun used in every cornerstone verse. Understanding the source of the promise, who it comes from, and what action they're taking will help you see the power behind the promise and give speed to your chase of it. So in this devotional, we are chasing the promises that God has for us. Are you ready to get started? Let's go ahead. My plan for this page was to layer the digital elements, some printed on sticker paper, layered with others that were printed on white cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and prep those now. And then I also wanted to be sure to include my journaling typed up on this index card. I thought that would be really fun and childlike since we use index cards and my son's learning at home. Definitely wanted to use this adorable heart from the packaging. So you can see I'm just going to go ahead and trim off part of the envelope here so I can go ahead and use it. And then I loved this die cut sentiment, all pray, all day, which comes straight from Vanessa's devotional. So a few seconds ago, we mentioned the assignment that she gives us when we look at each anchor verse. This week's anchor verse in Proverbs 8:17 says, I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently find me. So if we zoom out here, we can see the me who is speaking is wisdom. Wisdom personified as a woman here. And where does true wisdom come from? If we scoot back to Proverbs 2, verse 6, it says, For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk in integrity, guarding the paths of justice and watching over the way of his saints. And in the New Testament, we learn a bit about wisdom in the book of James. In chapter 3, it describes the wisdom from above as pure, peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. And so the promise I'm chasing today that I have typed up on that index card is James 1:5, which says, If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him. But let him ask in faith with no doubting, for the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind. So when we seek wisdom from the Lord in faith and not simultaneously trying to figure it out in our own power, which is certainly a challenge for me, then we can be confident that he is generous to give us that wisdom, the wisdom from above. I love the part in Vanessa's devotional that says we can turn to him and trust he will guide us, providing wisdom for our day-to-day. He welcomes an all-pray, all-day relationship with us. So for the journaling portion of my entry, I'm just flipping to my notes elsewhere in my TN, and I'm going to jot a bit about what the wisdom from above looks like. I added a couple more die cut pieces down to the bottom. I really wanted to bring out blues for this page, so the blues and yellows, which I think are really fun. I'm going to go ahead and punctuate this with a date stamp a few times. And then I'm going to bring my attention over to the right side of the page. So I have this piece from Vanessa's Bits and Bobs set printed on clear sticker paper that I'll put over here towards the side in this empty margin. I'm using a Pitt pen from Faber-Castell to highlight my verse for today. And then for my consistency, linking one entry to the next as I work through the devotional kit, I'm going to use this stencil backer with my tab punch to punch out a tab. I didn't have the word fetty that I was looking for, so I just ran over to my typewriter again and typed up the word seek on an index card. I'll attach that with some tape and then reinforce it with my tiny attacher to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere as it's hanging off of the side of my Bible. I love that the tab is double-sided too, so that's really fun. It'll look good from both sides. And then I'm going to go back to the stamps, and I love this little speech bubble with the heart in it. So sticking to the blues, I'm going to grab this Color Theory ink from Studio Calico. I'll list the color down in the video description. I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head. I'm going to test it out here to make sure it's a close enough match, and then I'll stamp that off to the right of the verse that I'm journaling. I'm going to add a bit more writing up at the top. One thing that stood out to me in this verse was the adverb diligently. Those who seek me diligently find me. And so I looked that up just to be sure of what that meant, and it implies more than just a one-time attempt, but instead steady and earnest and energetic effort. So I wanted to be sure to note that on my page also. And that's going to do it. Here are a few close-ups of my first entry from Chasing Rainbows. We're off to a great start. I love this devotional already. The elements are so fun. We'd love to have you join us as we chase God's promises through His Word. And we've got both the physical kit and digital devotional linked down in the video description below, so you can do just that. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon.